Yo, what's good with y'all? In today's video, I got part 14 of how to make still a Brainrot series. I believe I want to say is wrapping up really. And stuff. So I finally added something that a lot of people have wanted for a while, and that is mutations. So one, I fixed a glitch with Rebirth where pretty much like when you would Rebirth, it would set your multiplier value instead of increasing it and stuff. Because like let's say like you have the double money game pass and your multiplier is at 2.5, you would want it to increase, not be set to something lower kind of thing, right? I added mutations, so pretty much it's just a basic chance system and stuff. You can add as many, different types of mutations as you want and stuff like if the chance is greater than this, blah blah blah, kind of thing. Then I fixed a bug with admin commands that pretty much made it so that you had to own the game pass to use any kind of admin commands, right? But now I've made it so that if you own the Game Pass, if you that if you own the Game Pass, you can use the Game Pass admin commands. But if you are a private admin user, you can do anything, and so like it doesn't matter, right? Like in private admin users are the people who are have their names in the list. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Okay. So first things first, let's open up the core server script. We're going to scroll down to the player added function, where we create our leader stats and everything. So you're gonna go down right here. So this part, right? What you're simply going to do is you're just going to I'm going to copy this real quick, or really I'm just going to copy this line actually. So Control C, I'm just going to just paste this right here. You guys don't necessarily have to do that. I recommend doing it though. You're going to delete that line, then delete the end right under it, and then let's reformat this. Okay, so I just right clicked and then format. So yeah, so you're going to remove that. So pretty much we're not going to verify if the player has the game pass or is an admin user on the server script. We're going to do that on the module script, right? And then if we scroll down, we're going to fix the rebirth thing, so the on server event stuff, right? So make sure for each rebirth you do this, right? Remember, remember like this specific line, this is for the first rebirth, right? So right here, because this is where we confirm if whether or not they meet the requirements. So right here, instead of setting the value, the multiplier value, you're going to increment, you're going to increase it, right? So set a plus sign, make sure you do that for all your rebirths. Now, I've also had people ask me about how to make different, like more than one rebirth, which kind of like I'm kind of confused because like I explained that to y'all and stuff. Like, remember, right? So you guys see, this is the event for rebirth, right? So all of this stuff is for rebirth one, right? So to make a second one, click the arrow right here, right? Press enter. You're then just gonna say else if, right? And then you're just gonna say, remember, right here, you're just gonna say specific rebirth folder dot name, just making sure that's right. Yep, is equal to, and then in quotation marks, let's say 2, right? Then press enter, and then you would just have all of this, and then you would just have literally um all of this code. It would be the exact same code. Obviously, the only difference between the code would be the requirements, because obviously the requirements are different per each what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Per each per each rebirth level, right? So the NPC requirements, how much money you need to have, all that stuff is different, but the code itself is pretty much the same. But yeah, you would just put your code right here, right? And then you would just do the same thing. Else if specific rebirth folder dot name as equal to 3. Because people they kept asking me about how to make multiple rebirths, and I was a little confused as to why y'all were confused. But yeah, so hopefully that clears that up with, for people and stuff. Now moving on to the module script. Okay, so we'll open this up, right? We'll need to create two variables up here. So after the pathfinding service, let's press enter to create a variable for the marketplace service. NPS is equal to game get service, then click marketplace service, then get the run service. So create a variable. So RS is equal to game get service run service, right? Then we're going to go right here to the generate money function. Like I said, I added mutations. So now to the fun part. So since I added mutations inside of the generate money function, we now need to check to see if if an NPC is has a mutation, right? Or is mutated. I don't know how you want to phrase it, but so first thing first, we're gonna create a variable called mutation multiplier. So this will be like an additional like bonus, I guess. And then set this to 1, because obviously because you're multiplying it against how much money the NPC is already making. So make sure you set that to 1, not 0, right? So set that to 1, then we need to check to see. So let's say we're gonna say if NPC find first child, and then you're gonna say mutation, right? Because it's going to be a value that we're going to create, which we're going to get to later in the video. So then press enter. So if you find it, that means they have a mutation, right? Then you're going to create a variable for the specific mutation type. So mutation type is equal to npc dot mutation dot value, right? Then you're going to say mutation type. If mutation type is equal to, then you're going to put whatever, you call it. It's up to y'all for whatever you want to name your mutations. I just made two, golden and blood. So then press enter. So then here, you're going, my bad guys. So here, you're going to put whatever, like, however much more money you want the player to make. So this is the multiplier thing, right? So you're going to say mutation multiplier plus equal, and then here you're going to put your number. I don't know why I thought I was doing that. Anyway, pause. Anyway, so plus equals 0.5, right? So this is what I'm setting it to. You can set this to whatever you want to, right? It's going to increase the multiplier, right? And then to add more than one, you would just say else if mutation type is equal to, and then you put, the other one. I'm going to do blood, enter, mutation multiplier, plus equal, and then for this I just do 0.7. So it's up to you guys for whatever numbers you want to put, right? And then you would just keep continue on with the else if mutation type is equal to blah blah blah, right? Very simple. So that's that for that part. Then one last thing, you go down here, you want to at the end you want to also multiply it against the mutation multiplier so that it's also factored into that, right? Remember by default it's set to 1, so in the event that an NPC does not have a mutation, this code just won't run, and this will just remain at 1, so it'll just be multiplied by 1, so there's nothing to worry about. So yeah. So moving on, we're gonna scroll literally all the way down. We're looking for the spawn NPC function, so right here, yep. Okay, so after we set all the text, so right here, right, we're then gonna calculate the mutation chance. So you guys can set up your chance system to be different than mine. This is just a general idea. So create a variable for it, right? Mutation chance is equal to math.random. I'm gonna say 1 to 100. You could do 1 to 200, 1 to 500. Like if you want to have, especially if you want to have like 20 to 30 different mutations and you want it to be like crazy, go wild. Do whatever you want. It's up to you guys. I'm just gonna do 1 to 100, right? Then we're gonna create the actual mutation value, which is gonna be a string value. So instance.new string value, and then we'll set the name mutation.name is equal to mutation. The value is going to be whatever the actual name of the mutation is. Then of course you're going to parent this to the, and then of course you're going to parent this to the what am I looking for? Oh, the NPC model, right? Or actually, oh no, I just thought about it. Actually do this actually. Let's actually give it a default value because there's something I actually forgot to do prior to the video. So set it to an empty string by default because then we'll check this at the end, and if it is empty, then we'll just destroy the value. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, then after that, right, you're then going to say, instead of an if statement, you're going to say if mutation chance is greater than or equal to 80, right, enter. Then you'll say mutation dot value. Now I'm just going to put my specific mutation. You guys can put whatever you want. And quotation marks golden, right? So this will be the specific mutation for the NPC, and then we'll also update the text. So you can say NPC model dot head info GUI rarity text label text is equal to specific NPC folder rarity value quotation marks space of parenthesis. You're gonna need to lock in here. So I wanted it to stand out if an NPC has a mutation, so I'm making it so that the name of the mutation is going to be in parentheses, as well as it's going to be a different color. It's going to be red. So I'm gonna do arrow font color equal to, and then single quotation marks, and then you're gonna put sorry, pound symbol, and then we're gonna do FF, and then 1 2 3 4 zeros, then single quotation mark, right arrow, right, then on the outside and then mutation value quotation mark, left arrow, uh forward slash, then font right slash, and then end parenthesis, and then there we go, right? So all that will give it a different color, right? And then when you want to add another mutation, else if mutation chance, say is greater than or equal to 60. Press enter. Now, since I only have two, I'm making it very simple. Like I'm just doing it by, intervals of 20. You can change it. If you want something to be very rare, you could say is greater than or equal to, like, let's say you have a random number between 1 to 100. You could say if it's greater than or equal to 95, right? That would mean only a number, only if they get a number between 95 and 100, which that's a very low chance and stuff, which means, if you want like a very rare mutation, then that's what you would do. Now, please, guys, please use common sense, okay? Please use common sense, right? It's very important that the order you put the numbers in, the order you put the numbers in, make sure you're going in descending order, as in, like, as you move through the if statement, the numbers get smaller. For example, if you were to put if mutation chance is, let's say, greater than 0, right? Like, let's say you put that right here, 0, this line of code is going to run. Like, let's say you were trying to do this is 0, but then you have this to, like, is greater than or equal to 10. Since this is the first line, it's just going to run this code first because it's greater than 0. So you have to go in descending order, right? Because it's going to see, oh, is it greater than or equal to 80? This is greater than or equal to 80. It's not. Okay. Greater than or equal to 60. Okay. It's not. Move on to 40, 20. You guys know what I'm saying. So make sure you're going in descending order. Okay. And then you would just do the same exact thing. So you would just copy and paste. So Control C, Control V. You would just copy and paste. And then, like, all you would do is just change the specific mutation value, right? And then change this to blood, right? And then after this whole thing, you just want to do one check. I'm going to say if mutation dot value is equal to an empty string, right? Then mutation destroy. What that means is it was never assigned a value, which means um the NPC didn't get it didn't have a mutation, right? It didn't get one. So we would just want to destroy that value because we don't want it to glitch to where they're thinking to where it's thinking that um the NPC has a mutation when in reality they don't. So it's a very quick, short video. Let's go ahead and test to make sure this works. Definitely, let's make sure this. Let's definitely test to make sure this works. Um. So yeah. So if I don't even have to press play, I can just run it, right? Okay, so that's a regular one. Let's see. There we go. We already got a mutation. Blood. As you can see, it's in parentheses, right? As you can see, it's in parentheses and it stands out more. So now I do want to keep in mind the reason why you're seeing so many of them, is like why it's so common here, is because of the way I set up the chances and stuff. The whole point is I set it like that. I wanted it to be very easy to get a mutation so that I could demonstrate for you guys how it would look and everything. Obviously, you guys would have different numbers and stuff, right? So that it would be a lower chance of this happening, and that's for you guys to figure out the math and everything stuff. I'm just, just showing y'all, just giving y'all the blueprint and stuff. As you can see, some of them don't come out with what's the word? Some of them don't come out with mutations, some of them do. Now, if I go and so let's say I sell this NPC, right? And I'm gonna go buy one. I'm gonna show you guys what's my multiplier value just to make sure. Is that the one? Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna wait for a mutated one, right? And you'll see that we're making more money. So regular, there's a lot of regular ones. Okay, there we go. So top of the Pharaoh, blood, right? So it's supposed to be $7 per second, right? You see how it's more than that? That's because of the mutation bonus and stuff, right? Because we're getting more essentially, right? Why is it? Hmm. I don't know why it's displaying like that though. Not too weird. I know it's very weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if that's just like a glitch or so. I don't know why it's doing that because I didn't change anything with the formatting, with the price formatting. Information. Wait, that's the wrong thing. Hmm. Oh, it's probably because it's decimals, but that shouldn't really matter. Yeah, it shouldn't really matter. I'll look into that and see if we can figure something out for that. But that aside, so yeah. So that's how you do not brain rots, mutation. Sorry guys, mutation stuff. As always, if you guys find any bugs, definitely leave a comment. Let me know. I'll address it in the next video and stuff. Let me know what else you guys want to see. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely leave a like, subscribe if you did. Like I said, I am back in school now, so videos will be, I'm more focused this semester on trying to, get more videos out for you guys. So I'll try to keep videos coming out every week. and whatnot and stuff. But yeah, so thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for the love and support you show on the channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for 30,000 subscribers. I also forgot to say that a while ago, but thank you for that. And I'll see you guys next video. Thank you for watching.